It is a filthy problem pitting two Metro Detroit counties against each other. Raw sewage dumping into the Clinton River. Welcome back, everybody. There is this ongoing battle between Oakland and Macomb counties. It all has to do with what you flush down your toilets.
And actually not so much what, but where it actually ends up going and how it's getting there. During heavy rain events, there's outdated infrastructure issues that's forcing raw sewage into the Red Run drain.
Macomb County's drain commissioner says Oakland is intentionally dumping raw sewage into the drain, and Oakland is violating the law. Oakland County says it's not intentional, but a necessity. So I went underground into the sewer system to figure it all out. It's something you probably rarely think about. When you flush, where does it end up? For many in Oakland and Macomb counties, it's here, the Red Run drain flowing into the Clinton River, then into Lake St. Clair. But it's heavily treated, cleaned, and safe for the environment, usually. However, during heavy storms, the outdated infrastructure cannot handle all the water. And instead of untreated raw sewage backing up into basements, it gets dumped here.
The last time was, I think, 1.2 million gallons. And of course, that's what's in the raw sanitary sewage. Wipes, condoms, damn bags, I'm telling you, whatever.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's stuff.
To help you visualize what all this looks like when all of that water comes in, 800 million gallons of combined sewer overflow, and then over 1 million of raw sewage came in here. This water rose all the way up these banks. In fact, if you look behind me, there's still toilet wipes stuck in that tree. Macomb County's Public Works Commissioner Candace Miller places the blame on Oakland County, saying when the systems are backing up, Oakland County releases raw sewage from its George W. Kuhn treatment facility in Madison Heights.
They just release it, they never see it, just comes here. Asking the state, EGLE, to the regulators, the state regulators, can they force something here? Because when they dump raw sanitary sewage, that's certainly a violation of their permit.
We took her accusations to Jim Nash, Oakland County's Water Resources Commissioner.
So we're in the screening room now.
Who met us inside the Kuhn treatment facility.
This facility has nothing to do with that, and when she's trying to make it sound like this facility should go through changes because of what happened there, it wouldn't have mattered what happened with this facility. That was a sanitary sewer overflow that had nothing to do with this facility.
So if this facility has nothing to do with it, where is the raw sewage coming from?
This is the outfall structure.
For the answer, the Oakland County team brought us back to where we started. But this time, deep inside the Red Run drain itself. The Red Oaks Dog Park is right above us, as is DeQuinder, and now we're kind of deep in the bowels of everything. They say that when this happens, it does happen, but nobody chooses to do it. Nobody is pushing a button. They say it's actually by system design. That system design has to do with the DeQuinder interceptor, which carries raw sewage to Detroit for treatment. But during heavy rain events, when the system is backing up, it will overflow here, spilling over weirs meant to keep it in place. Definitely a violation the state will tag Oakland County for. It sounds like, even though it is a violation, it's a lesser of two evils. Is that how you...
It's, yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do a thing that's going to cause basements to get flooded with sewage, especially raw sewage from a DeQuinder separated system. And the only alternative is to let it go into the Red Run drain.
But why would a system be designed to overflow raw sewage? It's a failsafe that really hasn't been needed, but something changed in the past 5 years. It could be downstream infrastructure causing backups or climate change bringing heavier storms. Now, there are teams looking for solutions.
We are working with Macomb County and the Great Lakes Water Authority since 2023. We just finished a study of those flow patterns, and we're now looking at how we can adjust our flow and all the other systems to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen in the future.
And they are hoping to implement a new plan by the end of this year.
We are working on that, and hopefully by the end of this year we'll have something in place that we can do that. But whenever it does happen, we will do something to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore.
So there might be a common ground, looking at aging infrastructure as the real problem.
We have a lot of antiquated, undersized infrastructure, like all over the country. And that's really the issue that we're dealing with here.
So Macomb County says during that last heavy rainfall we had in April, 1.2 million gallons of sewage got dumped into the Red Run Drain. To put that in perspective, that is enough to fill 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Boy, the perspective there, and really just the infrastructure problem that's leading to it all. I
Right.
mean, that takes a long time to make whatever needed changes, and
If it can
and
be
the cost
fixed,
of
right,
it.
right. And then also the other mitigating factors, the infrastructure, climate change is another one, right?
Of
Heavier
course.
storms.
Yes, I mean, we've seen climate data coming in, the warming climate, you see more of these strong to severe storms that are heavy producing with rain and, or I should say produce heavy rainfall. So yeah, all of that playing into that, but what an incredible story that you
That
just
is.
unveiled there, Nick.
And the perspective of seeing that stuff on the tree limb.
The whiteness and the,
I mean, but it's what it
and the
is.
smell lingers too.
Yeah,
Think about, you
yeah.
know, there's people that live
Oh
there.
yeah, that's that lingering.
Yeah.
I know.
Is that what-
Sorry about that. 7 showers still wasn't enough.
We appreciate you going down into the bowels to get that
Deep
show.
down in the bowels. Great job, Nick.
We're talking about rainwater. We have it right now.
I know.